the ovation he gets, the expectancy that he's put on his shoulders. But he's got to
do a lot in this championship. But there is always, from everyone else, huge expectation.
You know, the business end of it.
Cheers, Ronnie. Thank you.
Because, as we say, and it's an old cliche, you can't lose it. The happier of the two.
Cheers. Thanks. Thank you.
Please, thank you.
To sort of find that range. In the beginning, he seemed to be slightly over-hitting the long balls in the beginning to get this break into a position where he could win the frame possibly at this visit.
15.
So far.
19. $25.
Well, it's
not quite got that angle to do that, so back up the table
28.
again. You always want to err on the side of two. I want to pick these reds off one by one. That was beautifully struck. Watch the right middle pocket though. Oh, nicely played. Again, too far in the blue.
in the open above the black. If he can get the perfect, well, he's just not hard enough. I was thinking if he could get the perfect angle. Blue, but another one right in the heart of the pocket. But once again, and we saw this yesterday, just keeps over hitting it. And I can... And that's as good as he could have done, but he couldn't avoid putting the cue ball near the... Well, he made it.
Developing into a chance to win the frame without using the pink or black. I think already, John, there's a difference in Ronnie's body language compared to yesterday.
Yeah, and I did comment. And I was just hoping, that positional shot's gone wrong, that having come out yesterday,
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 50.
well, that's a red. And played it really well. And that little bump off the middle has made it even better. Played that nicely. Well, that time, Ali has gone for the red, and this time he's not got away with it. So here's a clear cut.
Yeah, it's not been a good start to the second session for Ali Carter. He's not a bad shot, pretty much. Ronnie can rack up the frames. This match could quickly get himself focused and composed.
$15.
As I say, it's every snooker player. Okay, he's had it all his own way, but excellent considering the pink and black weren't available. Good stuff.
26. $34. $37. 41. 46. 52.
Started off with a break of 50.
59 on the frame.
And
Ronnie
that's
O'Sullivan.
second. Good, you know, so quite easy. Just got to be careful sometimes. You can just slide off the cushions, and that needs to run. Got there. Fire away, and as I say, deemed to have hit it. Perfect length. It's a bit pacey. It's a bit pacey.
Thank you.
Oh, just didn't want to.
6.
This afternoon, I think he seems, he's obviously happy he's got that fur. Looks bang up
40.
for this now.
Shot.
Yeah, I thought he was might be tempted to go into the reds there. It was a big
Ronnie
target.
O'Sullivan, 90.
He obviously trusted.
Ball will do the trick. But even then, he caught it much too thick. Much too thick.
One.
But he struck that ever so well.
9. 15.
We saw him in his seat there. I saw him just after in the second session.
23. 31. 30. 37.
The snooker's required. As we always expect from Ronnie. Like riding a bike for him, even though he's not been playing.
45.
This is where he's at his best, like you say with most players. But no problem, in goes the black and he's on the next.
53.
Yeah, he's got a lot to think about. Ali Carr.
61. 69.
I wouldn't say it was as pin. It seems to be improving with every frame that he spends out there.
Travelling too much. It's par excellence, but I know what you're saying many times.
85.
But the practice is getting in. More and more used to this cue. And he couldn't have wished for a better start.
He hasn't played a good shot yet. Ronnie
90.
just feeds off opponents' weaknesses. That's why Ali's
95.
got to do something pretty special, actually.
99.
Absolutely wonderful. Great builder. 1,284 career
110.
centuries. Wonderful.
117 on the frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
With yesterday. And, well, not close with that one. That was his Achilles heel, if you like, yesterday, his long pot.
1.
Missed the pink completely. Not sure if this red goes past the black. You've got to show, Ronnie,
7.
that you're still up for this. Oh, I think he's been unlucky.
Alec out of 40.
Yeah, a bit bad about himself. But Ronnie there purposely playing that thin than.
One.
He's going to be on nothing here. Bit of a weak
Ronnie
safety.
O'Sullivan,
It has
what?
to be.
That's a
What?
fantastic shot there. In the end.
Oh, but he's been let off.
Thank you.
You've seen Ronnie win the first 2 frames. You're 3 behind. They're desperate to get into the session.
Yeah, it was a tough shot that, as you saw, and he was just off the.
1.
Yeah, no.
6. 30. Cheers, Al. Thank you. Yeah. 20.
5 with colours that are all in the open. So it's just a matter.
28.
Yeah, it wasn't the best shot to leave
Alec
himself on the
Carter.
black. He shouldn't have been
28.
that.
1.
Been much further away from the right cushion with the cue ball. And that.
Yeah, absolutely. You get that little bit of tension
9.
in the arm, but you're still getting on the table. That black was unmissable. Nice cannon there from Ronnie. I'm certain
17.
he was sat in his. It's alive now.
But nothing relaxes you. Or
24.
oh, he's
32.
And of course,
brilliant. Brilliant. Okay.
39.
in it goes. Nicely.
Yeah, and stole a couple of first thing that comes back. Or it's the
49.
if you do it, it's the one thing that makes you feel good. Or this will make him feel better than the century break in
52.
the last frame.
$56.
Just the blue. For 8.
61. 67.
by the side, so he's got to be a little bit careful. Down and played it very quick. And he may have...
One. Cheers, thank you. Four.
Playing up for the blue, he was hoping to get a good angle on the blue. He tried.
9. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 9.
He didn't. Now, what's he left? Well, he was forced into playing that.
You can steer the cue ball back up the table.
1. Nine.
It
17.
just shows you when you're playing the very best players. Ronnie got into a rhythm. And the killer for Ali Carter.
25.
Like, got those competitive juices going, and
31.
Well, he's always been one of the best in the world at doing that, stealing frames. But no matter what he says outwardly, JV.
only based on what we see. And what I've seen so
36.
far today, it's been beautiful. Bit wide. Will it drop? Oh, just.
44.
Yeah, any more pace on that, enough of the pocket. But yeah, it looks like
52.
No difference. In goes the black. And at the end of that first session, he looked upbeat. He'd closed the gap to 1 frame.
60.
And I'm certain he was coming out. Ronnie had pushed all the way, but he poorly.
68.
And that's an honest assessment.
$76.
Available. Well, he needs to run on a bit, the cue ball. Yep, no problem.
84.
A possibility now of his second afternoon session.
90. 91.
Oh, wonderful. It makes it so much easier. It's to switch hands. It's remarkable.
98.
What was that I said before?
1,285.
And at the moment,
105.
it's like he's never been away.
110. 116.
Absolutely superb. So not this.
Pop away now.
Of course, it's made that much more difficult when you're playing a deep screw to try and get the cue ball back to balk.
You just can't
One.
keep putting Ronnie O'Sullivan in.
On the red to the right corner. And then you can get nicely on the black. Just needs to slow up a touch.
4.
Such an angle, he had to force it up for the balk cover.
Quiet
but
as you can.
I'd say this is well, pretty much match over.
Seven.
Back spot. So he didn't want to be potting the black and
22.
Well, obviously, when I say that, he's gone the one cushion
stun off 2 cushions.
30.
performance in his post-match interviews, but I think quite like him. You're sort of deflecting a bit of the pressure, if you like. but
38.
I think it'd be. He's looked really up for it this afternoon.
Ali will be very disappointed,
46.
and I'm always disappointed for people who reason he's not performed in this match, which has made it easier for Ronnie.
These two, and whether the occasion got to Ali, I don't know, because
53.
he didn't really fight occasion or not, remains to be seen. But he'll be disappointed.
And then
61.
it goes. If he could have passed the ball by, it'd be nicely on the ball. And that's match ball.
57.
A while is he still going to be as good at closing matches out? Well, here's your answer. First.
75.
Yeah, the expectancy from the crowd. And he's turned on a performance, hasn't he? Which they all come and want to
80.
see in the session, in these 5 frames.
80.
And close out with a century, which will be his 4th of the match.
89.
And as you said earlier, nice to play well and get through the second round, you know, because they've
90.
done it in style. And there you go, the Charles. I think underneath, I think you'll be
106.
delighted.
They're playing this World Championship. For one, I'm delighted he is, because the tournament's all the
109.
better for it, the way it's meant to be played.
113.
Very, very. You have to say he's steamrollered his opponent this afternoon.
180. 124.
It's another crucial performance by Ronnie O'Sullivan.